Hello, my name is Keith. Welcome to this demonstration on ION scripting libraries. Now, this video is actually a part of a series. There were a couple other videos we've done on this topic. Specifically, please review the ION scripting basics video before viewing this one. There's a card link that should appear on your screen right now to link to that video. What are scripting libraries? Well, it's Python code that is packaged into a shareable wheels format. If you know Python, you're probably familiar with this format. It can be shared between ION scripts. So we'll see that once you import a library, any number of scripts can reference that library. And if you ever update that library, all the scripts can be updated as well. There are open source packages, wheels packages available on pythonwheels.com. So please go out there and feel free to reuse those. That is the power of wheels, is that it's open source. They're shareable on the internet. And if somebody writes some really cool function or module and you want to reuse that, you can very easily. But you can also compile your own packages as well. Just make sure, again, that you're using Python 3.6 to 3.7. That's what ION supports right now. And that you're compiling on a Linux 64-bit platform. Now, all this information is accurate at the time of this video recording, but as we've said in other videos, please keep up to date on our release notes and announcements. We may be supporting other requirements as well. Let's take a look at how we use these scripting libraries in ION. In other videos, we've been working with this kind of fictitious script so far, but let's say that we wanted to add another requirement to this script, and that is to validate that email in the JSON data is valid. Now, there's no standard function in Python to support the validation of email addresses, and I don't feel like writing it myself, so I'd much rather take some open source code that someone else has written and use that in my script. How do I do that? I import a library. So over in my left-hand menu, I'm going to click on the libraries menu here, and like I said, I can go out on the internet, go to pythonwheels.com, go find somebody else's open source code, compile it myself, whatever the situation is. But once I have that wheels package, I click the import box here, upload it off my desktop, and it appears. You can see that I've done that here in the case of the email valid library. And when I import that in, all sorts of helpful information comes in from the URL that it came from, the person, the author that I can reference, and the contents, including any other dependencies it may have. A library may be dependent on other libraries. So once I've imported this in and saved it, then I can come back to my script that I've been working on. And over on the right-hand side on the libraries menu, I can say add library. And it's going to reference that list of libraries that I just saw on the other page. I'm going to bring that in, and now I'm creating a dependency in my script on the email valid library. So in order to use its functions, I need to add one more line here at the top, import email valid. And let's put in another comment like I usually do for the requirement. I'm going to check if the employee has an invalid email in my file and remove the email address from this element first email address in the JSON if it is invalid. So to do that, I'm going to use that email valids function. That's what we pulled in right there. A function called check email. And I'm going to check in our JSON elements for the element called first email address and see if it's valid. And if it's not, you can see I have a negative. If not, then I'm going to set that first email address field equal to nothing. All right, so I'm removing the contents of it if the email address is invalid. It's that simple. If you went and looked at the code in this email valid library, it's quite substantial. So I saved myself a lot of time by not having to code that in Python myself, by using some open source code that I found. And that's the power of script libraries, and ION is saving you that time to do it. I hope you found this demonstration of ION scripting libraries helpful. Thanks for watching.